Here we are, everyone. Welcome. We are starting this call, and it's great to have so many of you here. This is a special call. This is the very first Triple C call, Corsair Connect community, and we've got a great call here for you today. We have got a whole bunch of speakers. We've got the interpreters. Roger has done a great job as usual. Thank you so much, Roger, allocating everyone, making sure that the speakers are able to unmute themselves and will be able to talk. So let's go ahead and hope that everything works from that side. As you all know, we have the 4 winners from the Gala Awards from November in Bangkok. We had a fantastic time there. Do everything you can to get to the Gala Awards in Bangkok, the annual ones. It's a real treat. It's a real delight. After that, we've got 2 of our 3 global partners. We have Jean-Luc, we have Andrea, and to crown it all, we have Jay, Jussi Salarandra, CEO, with some more announcements. So, good program. Let's get going. First one up is Hey Sam. Hey Sam, rising star.
We are the 3 of us here with Naida. So I'm so grateful, I was saying, since I discovered this opportunity a year and a half ago, to have been able to take part to it and to indeed be nominated as the rising star, as one of the rising stars of this year of 2025. But really what I feel like is that it's a rising project. It's a rising project in a world where everything's going down. So we are all potentially actually here to take part to this new paradigm for humanity where there is no such a thing as waste anymore, but
Yeah, we
just
are indeed here.
opportunity.
Hey Sam, tell us about yourself, first of all, your background. Where did you grow up? What did you do before you came into Corsair Connect?
So I was born in Senegal to Lebanese Moroccan parents, and I grew up in Morocco. And I've always been passionate about doing something that makes sense. And I've been in the field of carbon economics, carbon finance. I have a master's degree in that field, and I've been in the field for several years until I realized that it was not actually making me happy. I found it to be quite speculative and not necessarily very effective. And it's only when I discovered again the opportunity of plastic credits that everything clicked through. It just made sense. Environmental finance, the way that I studied it, was designed so that we could actually collectively impact the world by putting a monetary value on something that had no value until, and that's why it's considered as trash. So now that you can put a monetary value on the plastic waste, it's not waste anymore. It's opportunity that's waiting to be untapped. So this is pretty much where I'm coming from in terms of background, and I really hope that we can uncover more and more and more opportunities for everyone to become conscious that there is no such thing as waste. For me, the most
Tell
horrible
us
thing.
about tell us about the carbon credits. Yeah. You
Yeah,
you were there at the beginning, you saw the carbon credits
mhm.
and you saw how they've grown, expanded, increased in value. What's your experience there with them?
Yeah, that's the thing. I've seen the carbon credits, how that's become a real like huge market, a market of on its own. And I'm glad that happened because now we have a precedent. We have a precedent that allows us to say, all right, it happened for the carbon, it's most likely going to happen for plastic. But the carbon market is very imperfect. It's very, very imperfect. It's scattered. There are many different markets. It's opaque. It's not transparent. And most importantly, it is not necessarily concrete. We could consider that maybe up to half or three-quarters of the carbon credits that are sold on market are not verified, are not certified. We don't know. We really don't know. Still, they get sold and they get purchased. And the reason why I stepped away from that was for this reason, and also for the reason that we're not even sure that mitigating greenhouse gas emissions has an actual impact or benefit. And this is where the plastic credit market is very much not only going much further than what we've been doing with carbon, thanks to the precedent of carbon, of course, but most importantly, much clearer, transparent, and with no double counting possibility. And
Absolutely, absolutely. That is what we like to say about the plastic credits. We expect and hope, and we're working on it, that they're going to really increase in their value and spread out all over the world as well. Hey Sam, we've got a packed program today. 60 seconds for you to speak about your favorite subject, depollution. Off you go.
Thanks, Elliot. Yeah, I could go on forever on these subjects because I'm really passionate about actually not wasting, about optimizing, about improving, about depolluting, really, about coming back to our purity. And unfortunately, the reason why we see pollution outside is because there is pollution inside each individual who does not have the right priorities, who does not have the right um, simply um yeah, values. What do we value? What do we give value to? So for me, depollute now is really about taking responsibility individually for our mental pollution, or at least limiting, disempowering false beliefs, for our trapped emotions, our fear of lacking, our fear of not having enough money, our fear of failing, our fear, and our physical pollution also. How can we think straight if our body is full of pollution, toxins,
Thank you so
and what?
much. Hey Sam, thank you so much. Congratulations again, rising star. Hey Sam Hobala, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Let's
Elliot.
move on. Let's move on. Omar Tentoni, you are
Here
up.
we are. Hi, Elliot. Hi, everybody.
Omar, good to see you. For those of you who don't know you, give us a quick story. Who are you? Who is Omar Tentoni?
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, hi, everybody. I am 36. I live in Rimini, in Italy, a beautiful city on the sea. And about me, my family is a normal family, where every person has been an artisan, my father, my mother, and also my brothers. In the last 25 years, they are focused on family's restaurants. And indeed, when I heard about Corsair for the first time, I was in one of our restaurants. And for the people who don't know, work in a restaurant is very satisfying. I have to be honest. Cooking is an art, and that has become part of us as a family and as a passion. No, but for me, this job had a big limitation because it took too much time. As an entrepreneur, no, you are the first to enter and the last to leave your restaurant. No, probably the next day. So that's why during the years I've always looked at opportunities in the network marketing. No, because that is developing a business model that can be duplicated by others both in time and in work. So and I always say time is the most important asset we have. No, so when Corsair was a peer, I have had in the past some experiences in network marketing, but I can classify them as a minor, no experiences that teach me how to work, how to set my goals. Anyway, I met Corsair in 2020, early 2020, and everything was in a project phase. No plans, no reactors, no facility. Really for super visionaries people. No, that's it. That's it.
You were one of the first. You were one of the first.
Yeah.
Omar, first question I have for you. Yeah. You were nominated for National Part of the Year in 2024, and I know how disappointed you were that you didn't win. What mindset did you need? What resilience, yeah, did you need to carry on so that in 2025 you were nominated again and you won?
Good question. First of all, I am proud to have received for 2 consecutive years no denomination for the position of National Partner of the Year. And because there are several people who did a great job, and just the nomination, in my opinion, is something very big. It means that you are doing a great job with your team. It's like when an actor receive a nomination for the Oscars. So in 2024, I was nominated too, and I remember the emotion, because it was the first time ever for this kind of prizes. And otherwise, it was a great year for me. Network was growing, was the year of Shell agreement, and from all over the world there was a great feeling, and I was very happy for the job we did as a team. And as a proof of that, you remember, Elliot, one of the super young guy in my team, Tommaso Muscioni, won
Tommy.
the Rising Star, Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy.
Won the Rising Star prize, and instead it wasn't happened for me. But hey, I was happy and sure that we are perfectly in line on how build a strong network based on a human value, because as I said last year, on the stage, when finally I won the award of National Partner, everything need the right time, and we had just to keep focused on what we are doing with humility, attitude, of abundance for the future, mindset as a team, and respect for the company that absolutely know how to do to achieve the major goals. So I have just tried to duplicate this kind of value in my network, and here we are.
Well done. Okay, so we've had the pleasure of working together for quite a few years now. You've been in the circle of leaders, 12 from different lines, working together cross-line for the good of the network, discussing things together, ideas, suggestions, helping support each other. This is not something that always happens in network marketing companies. We are one of the ones who really practice it and believe in it. What have you learned about that, working together with the other leaders like that now in the last years? Why do you think it's important to work together cross-line? Please tell us.
Absolutely. You're right. From, if I'm not wrong, from 2023, thanks to this circle of people, and also thanks to you, Elliot, I am in touch with different leaders, from several countries. And to be honest, first of all, was challenging for me and for my English. I was carried about talking for my speaking level. But obviously, this situation allow me to growth, as every uncomfortable situation. Work cross line means compare each other, on the way we work, and sometimes rotate the glass in a different mode to be efficacy, for example. And also means, for example, develop new ideas or new tools, maybe useful, for everybody, and to meet leaders with more experience than you, who might be important, for you, for your growth, for example. So yes, it should be an experience that before or after every leader in the network should do. It permit to the global community to become really a global community. So thanks to you as a senior advisor in the network, and thanks to the global leader who work globally to unify, this huge company.
Wise words, Omar, because it really is the mission that unites us. This is a huge advantage that we have over another company, which is a product, which is a niche product. You know, we've got a mission for the whole world, for the planet, for the environment, for everyone who lives in it. And that's why it's good that people like you, the other leaders, that we all work together. Omar, thank you so much. Your English
Thank you,
is really
Elliot.
good now. Let's move on to someone who might need some help with his English. We're about to find out. Pasquale Lippolis, International Partner of the Year. Hello, Pasquale.
Hello, Elliot. Hello, everyone. Thank you
Hi.
for this opportunity.
It's good to see you. Many, many greetings. Welcome. And Pasquale, take a few seconds, please, to tell us about yourself. Who is Pasquale Lippolis?
Okay, thank you, Elliot. Okay, my name is Pasquale Polis. I'm from Italy, and I'm 46 years old. And many of you already know me. For over 20 years, I was an entrepreneur in the retail and small business sector. 7 years ago, in February 2019, I received a phone call that changed my life forever, as well as the life of my partner and wife, Melinda. Today, I am almost a six-star in CORSAIR CONNECT, a full-time professional, and I can truly say that I have witnessed the growth and evolution of this company, even before it was born, when there was still nothing.
Pasquale, thank you. You mentioned your wife, Melinda. Let me take this opportunity to let everyone know Melinda works the business in her own right. She's a five-star, great trainer. Everyone loves her personality. She does the Corsair Day with you. And we're going to have our next CCC call, community call in April. And everyone let me know that Melinda has already agreed to be one of the speakers there. So you can have a double Lippolis factor here at Pasquale today. It's Melinda the next time. That's good. So, Pasquale, here comes the question. How does a guy from Puglia, southern Italy, build an international organization? You have partners in Italy, Spain, Slovenia, the Philippines, Canada, yeah? And you won the International Partner of the Year. How did you build that organization?
Okay, first of all, I'm forever grateful for my sponsor, Andrea Cerio. And so, to build an international business, you don't need to invent anything because this business already gives you the opportunity to work all over in the world. Of course, you need to be prepared. You need to learn English language, but there is nothing special to invent because all you really need to do is start talking to everyone. Talk to all the people you meet during the day. Talk to all the people you have meet through your life. Speak with everyone. Give the opportunity to everyone. Don't have prejudices. Sorry. Don't limit yourself by deciding yes to this person and no to that person. Truly talk to everyone because I always say that we don't have the right to decide for others. We must give everyone the opportunity to decide for themselves and for their own life. These informations, the knowledge of what we are doing, of this incredible business must be shared with everyone without prejudices, because leaving someone out means deciding for them. It means leaving them in their everyday life, or maybe leaving them to someone else, because I truly believe that in the coming years, everyone will enter, everyone will come to know our business, and if you don't go to them, sooner or later someone else will.
Really, really, really true. Really true. So we were worried about your English today. Look at you, you're speaking great English today. I remember when we spoke in Rome, 2023, yeah? And we needed to get someone to interpret for us. You did not speak English. And you said to me, you want to be on the stage training, you want to be on the calls. And I said, I'd love to have you there. You need to speak English. And off you went. You've been having English lessons these last 2.5 years. You've made great progress, and I'm really impressed. So let me ask you this. How important is this side of personal development for success in Corsair, for success generally? Tell us about your personal development, please.
Is okay. Is very important. Today I continue to learn English, and Elliot, I remember that moment very well, and I clearly remember the feeling of discomfort I had when I couldn't understand or communicate with you. I couldn't understand what language the CEO of my company was speaking, or what language language the people in the company were speaking, the colleagues from other countries. And in that moment, I realized that I had a limit. More than 20 years ago, I had my first experience in the network marketing, and from that moment, I understood how important person growth really is. Improving yourself gives you the opportunity to step outside the usual partners and achieve everything you truly desire. You cannot achieve your dreams if you don't first decide to change, to step outside your comfort zone, and above all, to study yourself, understand others, and learn the industry you work in.
So very, very true. Well, you've done a great job on English. Look forward to your business expanding to even more countries. People are going to be happy and lucky to have you as an upline. Well done, Pasquale, and thank you so much for today. Thank you.
Thank you, Elliot.
We are moving on to Global Partner of the Year. We come to Thomas Carrière. Hi, Thomas.
Hello, hello. Good afternoon, good evening.
Thomas, again, tell us about yourself. Where are you? What have you done up until now?
Sure. I'm French. I'm 34 years old, almost 35. I live in Bali now for 6 years with my wife and my daughter. And I come from engineering. I studied engineering, and then I had a career in strategy consulting for some of the biggest companies in the world. A career of about 6 or 7 years. I worked in Europe, in the US, and then I had to change my life completely because I had a burnout. I had no passion for what I was doing, and I was not having enough freedom to enjoy my life. So I became an entrepreneur after being inspired by meeting people who created that kind of lifestyle. And today, this is my second experience in network marketing. This one absolutely changed my life. Like everyone, I was invited in 2022, so now 3.5 years ago. But it's not my only activity. I'm also running a business here in Bali where we design jewelry and clothes with my wife, and we have 3 shops and many, many employees. But definitely, Corsair Connect and helping Corsair also beyond the network is one of my passions, and I'm here for that reason.
Well, you certainly work hard, that's for sure. Otherwise, you would not have become Global Partner of the Year. Again, congratulations. That is a fantastic achievement. You followed on from your upline and someone you work closely with Lumina, which brings me on to the Actors of Change. I think most people know you for this fantastic training program, Actors of Change, which you've created with Lumina. Please tell us what it is, what languages it's already been held in, how many people have gone through it. Actors of Change.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. So Actors of Change began as a training, and then it became a bit more. It became a community of everyone who's been through that training. So I'm really blessed to have co-created that training with Lumina, who was the Global Partner of the Year in 2024, and with the help of our sponsor, Jean-Luc. Thank you so much, guys, for this. And the story on how it began was in May 2024. My daughter was just born. It was the first week since we came back from the birth. So it was the time I didn't want to work. I just wanted to, be with the family and support. But before going to bed in the night, I was doing my meditation and I felt this pressure, this insistent voice telling me, you need to create this now. You need to create this movement now. And I was resisting for maybe a week, and then I decided to surrender and to trust. Even if I was super tired, I'm going to create it. So then I got to work, and we launched the first session of 1 month training in May 2024. And since then, we've run the training 17 times. I was just checking the numbers before, and we had 1,482 partners who have registered, and it's mostly in French and in English, but we also had sessions in Italian and in Spanish. So initially it was a training on how to get started, how to learn to do this business from the heart in the way that we like to do with Lumina. We really want to create a way to do network marketing that is a bit different while still using the basic efficient techniques from the industry and from your coaching as well. And then we decided to make it a bit bigger. So as Omar was talking about cross-line work, we opened the community for everyone in the network to join if that's your calling. And we created a community platform, which is free for all the members, but which we pay for. And that is a one-stop shop where you have all the tutorials, all the trainings, all the events, all the chats. So now it's becoming what I think is a movement, almost like a brand, a community inside of the global community. And community is really my passion. That's why I keep doing this work. It's the quality of the people we work with. So that's what is Actors of Change today. And we will see where it goes in the future.
I'm going to ask you about community in a moment. I want to stick with Actors of Change for a moment. Those are incredible numbers. You've done 17 times, over 1,400, nearly 1,500 CORSAIR Connect partners have already taken part. You've got it down now to like 4 modules. And in the next sessions, in the next Actors of Change, you're going to be doing it on 2 weekends. Is that right?
Exactly. I think the first one we even did 6 weeks because we wanted to really give the time for everyone to integrate and to practice, to put in practice in small groups. And this time we're about to start next week. We are challenging ourselves with Lumina to do it in 10 days only. So on 2 weekends with 1 week of practice, because we feel it will create more dynamism in the community. And what really matters, as you all know, is not the training and the theory, it's putting it into practice. And like everything, when we start, we are not so great. And we need to learn this way. Like Lumina likes to say, we didn't wait until we knew how to walk to stand up and walk when we were babies. We just walk and fell, and fell. So we're trying to create that philosophy of learning, which is let's get the basics done and let's go out in the real world. Let's take action and let's make mistake and let's improve over and over again. So we'll do it in the only 10 days this time, and we will see what the results are.
Well, the results have always been good for people who've gone through the program. You know what I feel like at the moment? I feel like one of those talk show hosts on television, you know, when there's a new film coming out, you get a big Hollywood actor coming along and the host says, so you have a film coming out soon? And they'll say, yes, it's being released in 2 weeks' time and everything. So here I am, I'm prodding you now. You've got actors of change starting next week. Can people still register in English and French, or which languages?
Yeah, that would
How-
be in English.
How do they register? What? In?
We have a form for that. We will distribute it through the network, if that's okay, through the Telegram groups. Everyone is free to join. It's not rocket science. It's the teachings that you have provided for us in the trilogy, which is the 4-step process of list of contact, inviting, presenting, closing, and building your team. But what we're doing in this program is we go a little bit deeper on each of these steps, and we get the lessons learned from our experience after doing it for so many years. And what's really exciting as well is that we keep improving it, because Lumina and I, talking with all the other leaders, we keep changing the tools and the approaches that we use. So every time, I like to say, it gets better and better.
And I really suggest that people who've already been through it once, do it again, do it twice. You've had some people do it twice. I know how much they benefit. Everyone here on the call knows if you read a book for the second time, you understand things better. If you see a film a second time, you understand why the character did that at that moment. When you go into our trainings, trainers, you do not have to develop a new training every single time. If you're speaking about the wheel of success or whatever it might be, it's the repetition. It's the repetition, because we hear something new each time. We hear something that we've already heard. So register again for the Actors of Change. It's a great program. Thomas, quickly, to wrap up your part, which has been a delight up until now. Community. Why is community so important?
Thank you for asking. I think in network marketing, which in French is called marketing relationnel or relational marketing, building relation is at the core of it. And if you're new to network marketing, you will learn it very fast. So I was thinking, why is community so essential for me? And the first reason is that we're really here to build a business that is here to change the world, to clean up the planet, for not even for ourselves, but for our children and even their children after, so that when they go on holidays in the distant future, they don't have to swim in seas of plastic, and they can live in a society that is a bit more evolved than the ones we are living in now, because today we are destroying our environment. And with today's great achievement of technology and science, we can definitely recycle all the plastics if we really put our time and our effort. But it's a big task, it's a big mission that we have. We can only do it together. Even Corsair alone is not enough. They need the network, they need us. So community is the first reason why we need to work together. The mission is big, we need a lot of people. As big as the community can be, the better. Number two is we are a social species. Back in the old days, before civilization, we already gathered in groups, and we need to be with other humans to learn from each other and to help each other to grow and to really make a change. And I think that in the world today, we are bombarded by a lot of information, by separation, by censorship. There's a big loss of trust in the government and the systems in which we evolve in every country. And there's a lot of fake AI videos. We don't even have the capacity now to know what is real and what is fake. And I believe that in this world, knowing real humans who have real connection and trust is more important than ever. And building this sort of trust between humans, that's the essence of our network. That's our community. That's the second reason. And the third reason is that we are also here for financial freedom, for improving the quality of our life, for our families, and for everything that we want to create in this world. And generating wealth and becoming financially sovereign is difficult. It's hard. It's hard to do it alone. It's much easier to do it together. And that's why this structure is so powerful. We need to be inspired by leaders, and that's why I'm so happy about this call, the first CORSAIR community global call. We need to be supported by our upline and our sponsors. I love to always show this. We need to work like that with our sponsor. And overall, if we want to reach our success and our personal vision and the common vision, we don't have a choice. We need to do it as a community. So those are, for me, the three reasons after meditating on it, why I believe it's so essential. Now, to conclude, this is the reason why I'm so passionate about this business. I'm passionate about what I like to call conscious capitalism, which is the power of capitalism, but used for the right reason, in the right direction, to make a positive change in the world. And this business is centered around human connection before everything else. So we have a shared value, shared mission, shared financial opportunity, but we also create the sense of belonging in this world, and belonging to an online community and feeling that we have, for example, here 540 people interested to gather together and make a change. That means a lot in today's world. And a wise man once said that team stands for together, everyone achieves more. And I believe that's the essence of community as well. So thank you so much, everyone, for being part of this global community, for working hard on yourselves. Let's really do it together, because it's the only way that we will achieve success.
Thank you. Thank you, Thomas. Great contribution. Everyone, you will be hearing Thomas again in our next CCC call. I told you before that Melinda will be there in April. It's Monday, the 13th of April. We'll be going from Monday evening. Monday, 13th of April, Thomas will be one of the speakers. Melinda, Lumina is going to be there. And our youngest ever six-star, Ricardo Tadai, is going to be one of the speakers. So it's another great lineup in April. Okay, moving on. Jean-Luc Bay, you got a mention just now from Thomas, and here you are now, Jean-Luc.
Yes, thank you. And hello, everybody, first. And thank you, all the people there. That's important. We see each other.
It's important we see each other. You do not need to tell us about yourself. You are well known. You are Jean-Luc Bay. And Jean-Luc, so we first met 2007 in Béziers on the platform of the train station. Our partners have heard that quite a few times from us. What a great meeting it was. And we worked together in the company that we were there. And you told me then, and I knew straight away this could be good, you were a tennis coach. And in that moment, when I heard that, I knew that you understood duplication, because what have you been doing all your life? The forehand, 10,000 times, the backhand, the serve, the volley, the drop shot, repeat, duplication. I thought this guy could go all the way. And you did. You had a great success. Yeah. Jean-Luc,
Yeah.
why is duplication important? How do you get duplication going in your team, which you have obviously done, because you have Lumina in your team, you have Thomas in your team, Sam is in your team, the rising star who we heard from at the beginning. Tell us about duplication.
Yeah, for me, of course, everybody knows that duplication is so important in network marketing. But first, I would say that duplication is build first a family. That's really important not to work with some partners, but work as a family. And we can see that, we can feel that when we when we meet again all the people in the event, for example, in Bangkok and Pattaya, when we are all together, the leaders. Atmosphere is so good, and after this, we are so excited. So because we feel, especially in Corsair, there is a family, really, not French family, Italian family, German family. No, we are all together. And I never seen that in the other network marketing company. That's one thing is really important. And secondly, duplication, finally, is simplicity. Simplicity. We need to have simplicity. It is, of course, support, and of course, reputation. Okay, the three words are really important. We need to find leaders. Duplication is to find leaders. I made a training, very short training. I don't share at this moment about how to identify leaders in our network. And I think it's a good one. And if people want to know, to see this training, I can share in the group, a global group, okay? But this is the most important. If we have leaders in our network, we have duplication. It's like this. And I can see now the duplication is so important in my life. But at this special moment, one need to have a full rest. Okay, I'm so happy to have the duplication because I have so wonderful leaders in my network. You hear about Thomas, Lumina, Pierre-André, a lot of people. And I can have this quiet rest now and full rest because of that. So that's important. The main mistake people do is to work for the others. Please don't do that. And it's human. When we started, we want to work for the others. We say to the new partner, have my first partner, second partner, okay, I do the things for you, don't worry, I will make the message for you, I can activate your position. Please don't do that. We want to do, I do it myself when I started 20 years ago, and very fast I stop because you are going to work like crazy and you will have never a duplication. It's better to make a strong, to build a strong team, even if it takes long time. That's not important. And not to have money at the first mouse, a lot of money, because you have worked 100% of your time. Create a very strong team that is the best, okay? So don't be so fast, finally. Identify your leaders, meet your leaders, stay with them. It's the special work. The work with the leader is special, okay? So you need to know how we can do that. We have a very onboarding process in my team, okay? We give a clear vision. To have duplication, we need to have a clear vision. That's the first things. We simplify the process. We have the success wheel, and thanks, Elliot, for that. It's so simple. You know, network marketing, some people, and I can understand, say that now the network marketing has changed. Now we have internet, we have so much tools, and we can affiliate people automatically. You never had a duplication like that. Network marketing is like 30 years ago, exactly the same. The process is exactly the same. Remember what I said, we build a family. You think you can build a family without knowing the people in your network? No. We find the leaders, and we are connected all together. So this process should be very, very simple. And the wheel of success, myself, I do it during 20 years now. And I continue, I don't want to have other things because it's working.
It works.
It works, yes.
It works. You mentioned some good things there, Jean-Luc, which I want to pick up on. You said you've never seen anything like this before, all working together. You've been part of the group of leaders working together, but also you, Andrea, Renee, global leaders are in close contact with the co-founders, the advisory group, yeah? This is also unusual in network marketing, that the field, the network, has a bridge to corporate, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
How important is that? It makes a huge difference.
It's so important. And I'm so happy with Corsair. Believe me, it's the only company who have a very, we say, near contact with the corporate. And that's so important because we have direct communication between leaders and the corporate team. That's important. You know, when we work in a company, we all the time, if we don't have contact with the corporate, we have doubt. Sometimes when you are, you know, the up and down, when we are in the down, we say, is the company feeling good? Is the company has money? We have doubt, okay? Here, no. When we are very near of the company, we know what happened. And thank you to have the advisory group. It's so important since beginning. And we can absolutely knows what happened. We can talk with the corporate. We have a greater transparency and full trust with that. And that is so important. And we can give the fastest feedback from the network to Corsair. And that's important too. Because of that, and we talk first with the others, Andrea, Renee, and when we agree, we talk to the company and we say, okay, the feedback of the network, this one, we have to change that. Do you think it's possible? That's so important.
Yes. And thank you to all of you who have been doing that, and we will continue to do so. And I think you will enjoy the tennis final tonight,
Yeah.
Jean-Luc. You have a good time. Thank you so much. We're going to move on. Thank you, Jean-Luc.
Thank you.
We are moving on to Dottore Andrea Cerio, number one. There he is, Dottore. Welcome.
Hello, Elliot. Elliot, thank you to you and thank you to everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You know, I don't have the voice, Elliot, because yesterday I did a training all the day. I speak all the day and I lose my voice. I try to do my best, but I believe you can hear to me.
We
So-
can hear you at the most definitely. Andrea,
Okay, please.
you want to speak, or are you going to let me ask a question?
Okay, just if you ask me some information, but I believe that almost the majority know me.
You do not
Andrea
need
Cerio.
you
My
do
name
not
is-
need to introduce yourself.
My name is Andrea Cerio. I am 53. I am
people
Italian. I live in Pesaro on the sea.
You're
And
Italian.
I'm very
No.
happy.
You're not excited enough to be an Italian. Come on, really? If anyone does not know, Andrea, you have to join the Telegram channels, the WhatsApp groups. This is our number one guy. Be number one from the beginning. Let me talk about this with you, Andrea. I know what it takes to become number one. It takes hard work. It takes discipline. It takes vision. I know what it takes to stay at number one. It takes hard work, discipline, vision, and finding and developing your leaders. So carrying on from what Jean-Luc was just saying. You've got a whole bunch of good leaders. We've met some of them here in the call. Pasquale, Omar, Melinda will be coming. Ricardo got to mention. You've got many good leaders. What qualities do you look for in a partner to help them become a leader?
This is something I learned in the very beginning when I started in the network marketing more than 32 years ago. They told me something which I bring with me, and still today that is my philosophy, to dedicate my time to people, not only Elliot, to leader, but in general to understand when someone can be the right one. For me, there are only, in general, people think, I don't know, yes, a leader to be a good partner should be 2 million of information. For me, there are only two important things that are very, very important. The first one is the willingness, I wrote it, the willingness to get enthusiastic and motivated. I mean, the first things when I see someone, for me it's important that when I speak with these people, it can get excited. I need to understand that when I speak, it get motivated. When we speak about something, about a project, about a company, it's really complicated for me to find leader with no energy, no. So the ability to get motivated. When I see someone that when we speak about Corsair, about our project, what we do, and Pyrolyze, and the plastic credit, and the future, and the laws, everything, I need to see that the people get excited. And when I see that someone get excited about what we do, I understand that this is the first point, the first most important point to, and after that I can say, okay, now I can dedicate my time because he can follow me. He's like me. He believe in what we do. He can get excited and he can give excitement and motivation to the people, because that is the point. We know that the selling is not selling a product. The selling is a selling of emotion. No, if I can't sell emotion to the people will not follow you. So when the people get excited, when the people get motivated, the people will follow him. Very simple. The first point. And the second one is the willingness to learn. That is the second point. When I find someone, which people, they are arrogant, they don't have humility, they don't want to learn because they know everything. This is what I learned in the network marketing. Doesn't matter what you did in your life. Doesn't matter. You can be a multi-millionaire, a billionaire in your business, but the network marketing is another game. If you want to start to work in the network market, you need to start to learn the rules of the network marketing. So for me, the second important thing is I need to see that people that as the willingness to learn. They love to learn. They want to improve. They want to understand. They want to know. They come to the training. That for me is the second point. So the willingness to get excited and motivate. And the second one is the willingness to learn. Just that. Very simple.
Very simple. Very simple. We spoke about vision before. Jean-Luc spoke about it. I mentioned it before, the vision. You are very, very good at sharing the vision. So let me ask you this. Where do you see us, let's say 2.5 years' time, end of 2028? Where do you see us? What's the vision?
2028. For me, Elliot, let me tell you something. For me, we have all 2026, 7 and 8, 3 years. I can expect even someone of the top leader already in retirement in 3 years from now. Because listen, we start really with nothing. We work for years and years with nothing. I believe that now, Elliot, we have everything in place. Of course, we miss a lot of things. The company is improving continuously. But what is important for me, when I see this company, I see a stable company, more than 5 years, recognized in the market, the only product in the world, the best company in the chemical recycling, the only network marketing in the world. If I look our life in the next 3 years, I can see really this project to the moon. There are three, I believe there are some point very important that this is not for me. No one can speak with me, Elliot. I have a dogma. I know 1000% this company will succeed. Point. So no one can disturb me in my vision. But if someone is still thinking what will be, I don't know if this I can tell you, just make you to yourself some question. The first one is this: do you understand or not? that the plastic pollution is the second biggest problem in the world. It's clear for you? Because if it's clear for you that we are dealing with the second biggest problem in the world, this is our market. The second question that each one of us has to make to himself: Are you conscious? Did you understand that all the legislation, all the country, all the government are pushing to the company which work with the plastic, which use plastic, to take care of this plastic? This is the first time, Elliot, in my life, in 32 years of network marketing, where I have publicity all around the world. The government make publicity for me. The new legislation push for my business. Everything push for our business. And the third point is the plastic credit. There is a big problem, the plastic pollution. The government push to everyone to do something for the plastic pollution, and we have the tools. The only tools today to fight against the plastic pollution is the plastic credit. Very, very simple. So, biggest market, all the legislation push for us. Our product is the only way to do something for the plastic pollution. So, what can we expect for the future for 2028? We can be to the moon, Elliot.
Well, we can be to the moon.
To the moon.
And a great contribution. Listen, before I let you go, I'm going to give you a chance. I'm going to be nice to you. I'm going to give you I'm going to let you clear up a contradiction. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to ask you some questions. We hear you say you work hard from Monday to Friday. We know that you work hard. Yeah. We see all the trainings that you do, all the different languages that you do. You work really hard Monday to Friday. Yes or no?
Absolutely. I push.
Absolutely. That's a yes. You, Andrea Cherio, you also say you do not work on the weekends. Is it true that you say you do not work at the weekend? Yes
Can
or
I tell
no?
you something?
Yes
No, just one thing.
No?
I told. You know, I came back 2 hours ago I did 600 kilometers today. I came back from the south of Italy.
So that's
Sunday.
a yes. That's a yes. You tell people you don't work on Saturday and Sunday.
Absolutely.
We absolutely. So you agree that was a yes. Thank you.
Yes.
And now I'll let you speak a little bit longer, but not too long. Yeah. So there's a contradiction there. You work hard Monday to Friday, but you don't work at the weekends. But the Corsair days, which you do in so many different countries, they're always on a Saturday. So you do Corsair Day on a Saturday. Explain the contradiction. This is your chance in front of the whole network.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. You're completely right. I can tell this. Let me tell you something. I started in 2019 in this business, and then 2020 with the Corsair. And the people that know me, they know. For the first, let me tell you, 5 year, I work every day, 24 hours a day, Saturday and Sunday. I travel all around the world. Really, I was 1000% full. Concentrate, because in the network marketing, this is the rule I learned 32 years ago. In the beginning, for the first 3-4 years, you need to work every day, every hour, every minute.
Don't forget what the question is. Clear up the contradiction. Do you work at the weekend?
Which is the contradiction? Yes, you know what? I did a great job in the first 5 years. I have created a huge group of best leaders. 5-star, 6-star, 4-star. Yes. I have dozens of the leaders, and now I can go 1 week on ski, but my business follow to work because I create a team. Very simple.
The answer I was looking for was: is it like work when you do a Corsair day? Do you consider that to be work?
No.
That's the answer. Because it's not working. When you do Corsair Day, it's not work.
But Elliot, when I am in the Corsair Day, guests from my leaders, and I have my speech, my last hour, all the time I say to the people, look how it's funny this business. In this moment, I am working. I am here in front of you, 100 people, 80 people, and for you, I am working. But guys, I am having fun in reality. When I am in front of the people, when I speak, I have fun. It's like to go with a cart or go to ski. I love my business, Elliot. So for me, don't make
This
any
is it.
difference.
This is what I wanted to hear from you, because this is what. Thank you. Thank
You
you.
are a bad person, Elliot. Why
Yes,
you put me in this?
I poke you. I poke you. Yeah.
I love
I
you. I
poke
love you, Elliot. Thank you
I
very much.
love you too. I love you too, Andre. It's
Thank
great
you.
working with you.
And thank you
And
for this opportunity to stay here today. Thank you to you
of
and to
course,
everyone.
of course, Andrea, you're our guy. You're our number one. And it's so important that we're able to say we love what we do. And when you love your work, it doesn't always appear like work. So let's move on. We're going to move on to the man who has created CORSAIR so that what we do does not feel like work, but we can love it so much. It's a joy, it's a pleasure to do it. We are moving on to our intrepid CEO, Jussi Salaranta. Jay, hi.
Thank you very much, Elliot. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining the call. I've been listening from the very beginning. It's been a great call. And I truly want to say also thank you for all the great speakers, for Haysam, for Omar, Pasquale, Thomas, Jean-Luc, Andrea, and obviously thank you very much for you, Elliot, for making this call happen and hosting it today. So I think each and every one of us, I can see we have about 530 people here tonight. Definitely been able to get a lot out of this call, and it's truly, as always, my honor and pleasure to be here with each and every one of you. So thank you very much for putting this call together. Now, I will only be sharing with you today a few important updates. I'd like to highlight that we have a global call coming again on the 30th of this month, during which we will have a lot more updates and announcements coming out as well. So please mark that in your calendars. It will be a Monday, I believe 8 p.m. CET. So 8 p.m. CET, Monday, the 30th of this month. Now, a question that I have been asked over the last few days several times has been about the situation in the Middle East and how is this what I believe we can already now call oil crisis is impacting Corsair. Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, with another major global crisis, we have proven that our business is actually benefiting even during these crisis situations. We can look back the last 6 years and we can see how our business model was proven to be stronger than any of the global crises, including the COVID situation, including the situations in Ukraine, and now again, stronger and benefiting from this situation in the Middle East. I don't necessarily want to say that it's always a good thing that when something bad happens, it's benefit for us, but it does prove that our business model is so powerful and so strong and resilient that none of these international events, which can impact in very, very negative ways a lot of different industries, they actually benefit our business. I just looked earlier today. We can now see that the oil is trading again over $100 per barrel. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We are in the oil business. So interesting times. Obviously, we hope that the situation doesn't escalate any further in any manner. Of course, nobody wants another war, but obviously, with any kind of disruption in international oil flows, these can actually benefit our business greatly. So if anybody asks you what's happening with Corsair, how is this going to impact? Well, it's the exact same situation that we've seen with the financial crisis, with all these different international situations. our business actually benefits in these kind of situations. Now, quick updates from Finland. I'm extremely happy to tell you that our test runs at the Finnish CORSAIR facility has now been coming to its end. Here you can see some of the plastic raw material that we've been using over the last couple of weeks and months when we've been doing our final test runs there at the facility. And these bales of plastic, which have been delivered to us, to our facility, have now been converted into a high quality, very good quality pyrolysis oil, which is now meeting all of the requirements and quality requirements of the petrochemical industry. Therefore, we are now beginning to move from the installation and testing phase of these reactors that have now been installed into an actual full-time production phase. So very, very interesting things happening in Finland, and I'm looking forward to be sharing with you more updates on this one on our social media channels and also in the upcoming global call. Now, I have to highlight that, again, to get to where we are and to get to these results is not always without challenges or without hard work. And great example of that one is that in our facility, many of you have been there. Finland is very much in the Arctic, as you probably are aware. We are the home of the Santa Claus and the Lapland and the Arctic Circle. So obviously we get to enjoy very, very strong and very cold winters. Now, here's an example of what our production team, led by Mr. Timo Liimatainen, is dealing with on a daily basis. So inside the factory, it is actually so cold at the moment that when we test our water sprinkler systems and we let water out from the hoses, we at the same time are forming these ice sculptures. So we've learned a new skill. Timo can now be said to be a professional ice sculptor. He's doing these beautiful artworks, but this is what we are dealing with. So whenever we talk to new partners from around the world about building our factories, I always like to highlight for them that we are very familiar and very comfortable of dealing with both tropical weathers here in Thailand, as well as Arctic weathers up in Finland. So being able to deal in both of those two scenarios gives us the confidence to deal with anything else between that. So rest of the world will kind of be somewhere in between that. Now, moving to Thailand, I'm also very happy to tell you that the installation of the 3 machines at the Bangkok 1 facility has now been completed, and will begin the test runs with these 3 new machines. They still haven't been painted. That's why they look a little beat up, but they will be painted. They will get a nice a layer of paint this week. And basically then towards the end of this coming week, we will now begin the test runs. But the installation has been completed, and we're very excited now to start running these units and obviously, again, increase our flow and our volume of production here in Thailand. Talking about production, talking about flow of product, I'm extremely happy to share with you guys today information about a new partnership that we have formed already some time ago, but we haven't made the announcement yet public. I am today releasing information publicly about this partnership for the first time. It will be a partial announcement because we are still waiting for the permission to release the name of this company. But what I can tell you guys today, that we have formed a partnership now for the supplying of pyrolysis oil made from plastic waste with a giant oil, gas, and petrochemical company. And to put a reference on this, this company is larger than Shell. So with a little bit of research, you might be able to find out. There's not that many of them, but it is definitely in place. The contract has now been signed. And on top of that, the first oil deliveries are now beginning to this company in July this year. And as soon as we now move forward with the deliveries of the product, we are then expecting to be also able to do a similar type of announcement that we did with Shell in the past, where we will have a public press release done by both companies. But I wanted to bring this information for you now when we can start to talk about it. And as we are moving towards these oil shipments this summer, this will be again a major step forward. It is a multi-year agreement in the value of tens and tens of millions of dollars in the next coming years in sales of CORSAIR pyrolysis oil. Now, as I said earlier, global call on the 30th of March. Please tune in. We will have a lot of updates. As you know, we normally have 2, maybe 3 global calls a year. This year, we've already had 2. We will have a third one. And the reason for that is that there's so much things happening right now. We just now, 15 days ago, launched our new back office, which is now been operating great. We are still improving it. We're coming out now with new payment systems, improvements to the compensation plan, and so many things are happening in different areas of our business. So please tune in again on the global call on the 30th of March. That's all from me today. I want to thank you once again all for joining us here today, and thank you very much for Elliot for organizing the call and all the other speakers tonight as well. Thank you so much, guys, and speak to you soon.
Thank you, Jay. Great updates, and good to know that we'll all be together again very soon. Global call, 2 weeks' time, March the 30th. 2 weeks after that, the next CCC, CORSAIR Connect community call. Things to look forward to. Let's work hard. This is a great company. Let's make it even greater than we already are. Thank you, everyone. God bless you all. Bye for now.